everybody! Today I am going to be showing you my May TBR as well as my BookBuddyAthon TBR, which is a readathon that's taking place this month. I've actually already finished 2 books this month, so I'm not going to show you those ones. You'll just have to wait till my May TBR. But I am going to show you what I'm currently reading, and that is Freaks by Amanda Hawking. This is just the dust jacket. This is one of those like carnival circus books. I've never read one of those kinds of books before, but they really interest me, so I thought I should probably finally get around to reading one of them. So far I'm really enjoying this book. I'm only up to like chapter 2 or something, so I haven't read much of it. But it's set in the 80s, and there have already been quite a few 80s references, which I really like. So now on to my BookBuddyAthon TBR. BookBuddyAthon is a readathon that's taking place from the 6th to the 12th of May, I believe. And the readathon basically focuses on doing it with a buddy. So my buddy is Christina from Christina's Journey. I'll leave a link to her channel in the description box. You should definitely go and check it out. So there are 5 challenges, but I only have 3 books because I'm doubling up on a couple of them. So the first challenge is to buddy read a book with your buddy. So we are going to be reading Geekerella by Ashley Poston. We were actually planning on buddy reading this anyway, so it worked out perfectly. So this is a Cinderella retelling about a girl called Elle who is a total geek, and one of her favorite movies or something is being remade, and she doesn't like the actor who was cast as one of the main characters, but he turns out to be Prince Charming. So this seems like it's going to be super cute, and I feel like I'll really be able to relate to Elle just because I am such a geek as well. And this is also going to double for the challenge of reading a book with your buddy's favorite color on it, because Christina's favorite color is purple, and this obviously has a lot of purple on it. One of the other challenges was to pick 3 books and then have your buddy pick one of those books for you to read, but we actually switched up the challenge a little bit, and Christina suggested that we recommend books to each other and then that person can pick which book that they want to read. I hope that made sense. It probably didn't. So one of the books that she recommended to me was Enclave by Anne Aguirre. I probably said that wrong. But this is like a dystopian slash post-apocalyptic zombie book. I think there are 4 books in the series, and I think it's kind of older. I want to say this came out in 2011 or something. But it seems decently short, so hopefully I'll be able to get through it kind of quickly. And it also says for fans of the Hunger Games. I'm a pretty big fan of the Hunger Games, so I'm hoping I'm really going to enjoy this. And then the final book on my TBR doubles for the challenge of reading a book that starts with the first letter of your buddy's name, and the other one is just a freebie and read whatever you want. So for that, I'm going to be reading Cinder by Marissa Meyer, which is another Cinderella retelling. I'm sure most of you probably know what this book is about. It's the first book in the Lunar Chronicles series, and it's basically like a sci-fi version of Cinderella. This is actually going to be a reread for me. I read this book last year and I thought it was okay. It wasn't as good as I was hoping it was going to be, but I think that's because this series is just so hyped up that my expectations were a little bit too high. So when I did read it the first time around, I never actually ended up continuing on with the series, but I feel like whenever people talk about the Lunar Chronicles on BookTube, the 2 characters that they seem to mention the most is Captain Thorn and Wolf, and I feel like I'll really love those characters, and they weren't in this book, so I want to reread this book. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better than the first time I read it, since I know what to expect now, and then I'm going to try and continue on with the rest of the series. So that's all for my TBR for the rest of the month, is just to try and read the Lunar Chronicles. I doubt I'll be able to get through all the books, but I'm hoping to get through at least Scarlet and Cress in the rest of the month. So that was my May TBR. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what book you're most looking forward to reading in May. I feel like all the comments are just going to be A Court of Wings and Ruin. That has been all over my Twitter feed, all over Goodreads. I have not read the series, so I don't know what all the hype is about, but apparently it's a pretty good series. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!